This clip's got it all. Cuts left, right and centre, frames being removed, space fog, that's right, space fog, and some of the worst acting ever from a control room as seemingly these kids work themselves up into a frenzy over essentially space fog, CGI, and what appears to be a Blake 7 style space prop. Incredible. And of course this is fresh off the back of the CGI space debris destroying all of this nonsense. SpaceX, the ISS, heliocentric space, NASA, the globe. So naturally we're going to get even more desperation, and what better place to start than this supposed historical bit of footage from China as they aim to build their next futuristic high-tech space station. So let's have a look. Take note, the counter, bottom left, is the frame counter. What we're about to see supposedly is the jettison of the main boosters, but what happens is we cut, go forward a few frames, so essentially skip some frames, miss the exciting bit, and then somehow find ourselves in amongst space fog. So let's have a look.
助力器关机，助力器分离。
So we've got space fog and a CGI rocket. Incredible. We just come back. Seeing that fairing separate, again, very sketchy. Something's not right about that. It's literally a space prop here. Let me come back. We are looking at Blake 7 style modelling and space props. But listen to this lot. If the space fog and the CGI, you think that was bad enough, how excited they got. They literally roar here as this Blake 7 style space station prop gets unveiled to the heliocentric space. And wow, when it gets set free, these people can hardly control themselves. I don't think I've ever heard such over-the-top nonsense over Blake 7 style space props. But let's have a look.
好，点得到。按键分离。
Clearly ridiculous. I don't know what the Chinese Space Agency put in their tea. Maybe they put special herbs in the kids' tea in the control room. Literally listening to them roar with delight over essentially Blake 7 space props, a terribly lit supposed globe Earth on our left, footage with more cuts in it than a samurai movie. I know this is Chinese. What sword do they use? Is it a Wudang? Anyway, lots of cuts in the footage, frames being removed. Admittedly, we got to see some historical space fog, which was quite exciting, wasn't it? But this is all nonsensical pantomime-style rubbish anyway. Clearly, obviously, even the over-the-top antics from the kids in the control room give it away for anyone with the slightest bit of discernment. Yet watching the Blake 7 style props supposedly do their thing, again reveals itself that it's just a charade, a show. And we know that off the back of the last video where we saw CGI space debris go straight through a SpaceX rocket, essentially highlighting the absurdity of all of this nonsense anyway, killing it all. So let's have a quick look at that bit of historical CGI space debris, which essentially and officially killed heliocentric space, NASA, SpaceX. So let's just see that before we go. You gotta love the fact that some space debris in the CGI form killed off NASA, SpaceX, and the International Space Station, of course, exposing the heliocentric space fraud to us all. So what better way to end this video than revisiting the historical bit of footage that kills space off in the form of a CGI bit of space debris going straight through Here we go. Straight through a SpaceX spacecraft on their way to the NASA-built International Space Station, highlighting the lies, the fraud amongst them all. Oops.